You know,
All
I was
right,
like,
and
okay,
we're
Graham, you
live
can
in
stop.
5, 4, 3, 2. I know, you see,
you'll see.
your world is gonna change for me.
It'd be so wonderful.
Bum, bum, bum.
Live life, breathe air,
I know somehow we're gonna get there.
and get a copyright strike.
All right.
All right.
No. It's not copyright because we changed the pitch by like 1,000 times.
Because we aren't the singers, so
What's
it
up,
doesn't
people?
count.
I'm Carly.
And
I'm Sam. Damn it.
Charlie.
No, Max, you're Freddie.
Oh,
You're the
I'm
one doing
Freddie.
the
Yeah,
recording.
I'm Freddie.
And Lucas is either Spencer or Gibby.
I'm the ostrich.
Please be Gibby. No.
Beyond Spencer's
Yeah.
ostrich.
Yeah, dude, it's a milkshake. No, it's a smoothie.
All right. Honestly, I wasn't planning on actually starting it like that, but since we've had this whole thing,
That was
right. We're keeping
everyone got into
it. We're keeping it.
I
Welcome to the
entirely
Oi
forgot.
podcast.
Welcome to the Oi podcast, the biggest iCarly fan club podcast. Fun fact.
This is the iCarly
Also
roleplay.
true.
It's me.
Yep.
Yeah, stay tuned to next week where we're gonna go over episode 1 frame by frame.
Have I ever showed you guys that video? I think it was on the
No,
YouTube channel.
stop talking.
Okay.
Shut.
Welcome to the Oi podcast. Let's introduce ourselves before we start talking about whatever bullshit you're gonna talk about. All right, I'm Max, aka Freddy.
I'm Carly, aka Donnie, aka the Great Dondo, aka Noah.
I'm Sam, aka I've been to jail 8 times. And Andy.
Juvie, not jail. It's different.
Juvie, sorry.
I'm Dan Point Insider Schneider. I'm not allowed to say anything about Dan Schneider. I love those. I'll take full blame for that if anyone gets upset. I'm proud of that one. Dan, go and write
I was wondering when the podcast episode was gonna come up where I would just have to like mute myself for laughing too hard and I think this might end up being it.
Dan Schneider.
Sure it's not-
Bring all my bitches back.
The red where it just says all those puns. I can't remember all of them, but that's the best one I remember.
That was so good.
Okay. I'm big boy.
Oh, Lucas, you're a
I'm
god.
I'm Lucas.
All right. Anyway, Donnie, you're saying.
Okay, so so I think it was on like Kyle's Legacy channel. Is the YouTube channel that uploaded it?
Kyle
But it's this
Massey
video. It's like
from
yeah.
Corey in the House.
No. So what happened was it's like a bunch of guys, like I think they're all at least over 25 or 30, but they like recreated an episode of iCarly. Like they read off the scripts or whatever, but they had like no inflection in their voice, and just a bunch of old guys who were just like playing Carly and Sam. If YouTube was working right now, I would find it and link it. But as you guys know, on October 16th, 2018,
Don't date
YouTube
us.
went down. Dude,
They killed him in real.
whatever.
Ladies and
No,
gentlemen,
it's
we
like
got
that.
him.
It's like those people on Vimeo. They have completely remade. I want to say it's Star Wars Episode 4, like line for line, scene by scene. It's not like they don't have like cool like costumes and cameras and stuff, but they like recreate it, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. No, this is like there's not even like a good like backdrop to it or anything, and
Can
they're
we-
just like
Can
They're
we do
just
that, but with
talking.
SpongeBob?
Spang Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
You
with
mean
SpongeBob.
Cameron Mitchell?
No, we're gonna do
Oh, he wants to be a special guest, so whenever he's a special guest, we'll just
That's
we'll,
what we'll
we'll
open.
read the script of the first episode.
No. That episode when we open it, we'll go, "Aye, aye, Captain."
What's the what's the
Oh.
first episode of SpongeBob? Is it the one where he learns how to make the Krabby Patty? The duttly 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 duh?
I think it's
No.
it's the one where he has the leaf blower and it's completely silent. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What's the
It
first
sucks
episode
up like
of
the
SpongeBob?
whole ocean.
I'm looking it up.
Because
looking
the
up
two
it.
of them
You're
are
looking up at
the
the
two of them
script.
are
That's
silent.
illegal.
It's only
Don't do that.
Help wanted.
Yeah.
Help wanted. SpongeBob.
Yeah, it's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Because he goes in and he's like, "Hey, I'd like to work at the Krusty Krab," and then he like learns how to make the Krabby Patty and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not the Krusty Krab training video.
No,
it's-
that's definitely
Yeah.
much further on. They wouldn't
Yeah.
start the series like
No, this
that.
is the one where he all the
Oh no, yep, yeah, you're right.
anchovies.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
you're right.
anchovy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the anchovies like flood the Krabby Patty, and he flies around on the spatula.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different one that was like a prototype or something like pilot kind of thing.
My
Not a fi-
sister
Well, the
sent.
pilot's usually the first episode.
Well, yeah, but like before, I don't know.
It could have been a test
Maybe-
thing. That's a thing. But
Yeah.
my sister sent me a SpongeBob gif, and she just like we were actually at dinner together, and I texted her something, just a link to something that I said like check this out later, and she just messaged back a SpongeBob gif, and she was like, I wanted to send this to you because I don't understand the context of it, and it's like it's Patrick like there's something in between his butt cheeks, and he's like pinching them, they're like working out or whatever, and it's very weird. And she goes like, what the hell is this what's the context of this? And I was like, I'm not sure. So I just messaged it to Cam, and I was like, can you explain what's happening here? And then he was just like, oh yeah, that's from season 3 episode 5. He was just like, oh, it's this episode. And
Yeah,
he
obviously.
totally explained
Also,
it. It was pretty
Lucas,
funny.
yeah. According to Wikipedia, Hope Wanted is the pilot, the one where the anchovies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I swear there was like one that was like silent where they were just pointing and
Yeah.
using some like leaf blower thing.
Like the
but maybe
BoJack
that was,
Horseman
like, different.
video.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, so when Donnie said YouTube was down, I thought he just was like, oh, his internet's shitting. No, it's actually down.
No, it's actually
Yeah,
done, yeah.
It
Like,
We were
died,
talking about
yeah.
this right before you showed up.
That's insane to me.
But
Right,
yeah,
Sam?
Like,
right, Sam.
It's bound to
YouTube
happen
being down.
like sometimes.
yeah.
You know?
but no, but someone just posted something on Reddit about it, and they're like, hey, imagine what would happen if every single YouTube video just disappeared.
That's what I was thinking of. No, legit.
Maybe.
How
that would-
else will I
that
watch
would
Vine compilations?
genuinely
No!
Be like a tragedy almost, because I know quite a few people who upload like family videos to YouTube and keep them private, and then
There's-
just use
yeah.
them for viewing later, so I don't have to
Yeah,
store it
Andy,
on
but
our
No.
we wouldn't have haters if YouTube videos went down.
I thought of that because I have a link open, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I can like use like these links to get to it. But it's like, no, it straight up won't load, and it says like an error occurred, please try again. But like, what if like you literally can't play that video anymore? Like that would be horrible. I know that like can't happen because they have so many backups everywhere, you know? They have so many
Yeah.
copies of it, but at the same time, like,
Yeah.
imagine that'd be fucking insane.
There would be a lot of like
Yeah, that would be
wasted work. and
That's like the
Time
end of
lost.
days.
Yeah, well, I thought it was just like the video I was clicking on got taken down because it was a video of Sam Hyde pretending to be Jennifer
I can
Aniston at a
understand.
college.
I can- yeah.
And
Yeah,
so,
I can
like-
understand that assumption.
Yeah, I genuinely assumed, and like so, like all the links that I had in front of me were just like videos from that same channel, just re-uploading Sam Hyde content. So I kept clicking on them, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I clicked on what was it? I linked the police music video to Andy last night, and I clicked on that, and it just didn't work. I was like, oh shit.
Stay
YouTube
tuned for
finally is
episode.
outraged against Sting.
Stay tuned till for episode 10 when we get Sam Hyde on the podcast.
Yes.
We definitely can't get him on the podcast.
So at dinner
We
tonight,
could.
I showed
We
Mikey
shouldn't,
the
but we
Sam
could.
Hyde TED Talk.
Oh, how did your roommates enjoy it?
Oh yeah.
So only Mikey was home, which sucks. So I'll have to show it to Sean too, at least. Mikey fucking loved it.
It made me so uncomfortable.
It's
It
an
made me too.
incredible video.
see, My favorite thing is hearing the audience, like over the course of time, how you can tell that they're understanding it after a while.
They're
How he's just
starting to
making
get
fun
how
of
he's
them.
They
just a
become
fucking idiot.
audibly uncomfortable.
Well, yeah,
when he
because
takes
like
the script and covers up his face because he's laughing.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, or like the beginning part where he just kind of like says something wrong, turns his head, starts smacking himself.
Well, like when it's like, give yourself a pat on the back. Nope, I'm not gonna stop until everyone pats themselves on the back. Nope, you can't pat each other.
Well,
Pat yourself.
Well, and then he does the thing where he's like, all right, I want everyone to close your eyes, and he starts pointing people out until they close their eyes.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He's ridiculous. He can't keep getting away
He's
with
got
it, though.
balls. He can't.
All right. So looking at the topics list here,
No,
we're just
We're just gonna kill him.
But looking at the topics list here, I got story guys from a week ago. Oh, not a week ago today. It's a week ago since the last upload. So Thursday. So in my class, in my last gen ed class I've taken college, Introduction to Visual Arts. We got new groups because half the class is like a Socratic seminar. So we're given like a list of questions that are put up on the projector, and we talk in groups and discuss them and grade. Like we have someone who in the group who's like accountable for marking down participation and stuff like that. And it's a really good concept. I like it. Gets to see other people as
So what
ideas.
you're saying is there's a group and then there's a fucking snitch.
No. It's like, yeah, I mean, like that does happen in some groups. Like there's like the one person who's like, I'll be the one who's recording everything. And it's like,
Okay, anyway,
screw off.
moving on.
But anyway, so we got new groups. Like, because originally we were just like sitting, basically talking with the people who we sat near us. So I had a pretty good group. Like two of the guys were friends of mine from my major. So we were talking, and then our professor went around with a hat full of just like little tiny color strips of paper, and we had to all pull them out and like go like sit with the color that we pulled out. I ended up with 3 people from my previous group, fun fact. So there wasn't much difference, but we got these 2 new guys in. One of them's pretty cool. He and I talked more today. He was a really cool guy. I like him. He's funny. He wants to move to New Hampshire now because I told him that it's open carry on anything.
Yeet.
But yeah. Anyway, so this other guy.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah. No. Anyway. No, anyway, so this other guy just like sat there really quietly and like didn't even introduce himself. He just sat there like we all have name tags in the class too. Like we put on our desks so we don't forget people's names. The professor made them. It was kind of weird. But anyway, this dude just doesn't say anything. And we get like halfway through class and the professor walks around, checks on everybody, see how they're doing. And this one dude just hadn't said anything. And so like when the professor came over, like we posed to this kid, we're like, hey, do you like wanna like you got anything to say about this question? And he just looks us dead in the eye and goes, no. And then continues to just not say anything.
Dude, if he reaches for his backpack, run.
Right? He was giving me looks during class.
Wait, is
like,
this the same one that said hooray for open carry?
No, different kid. No, the hooray for open carry kid wasn't in
it was a joke.
I know, I get it. I'm just like, I'm looking for it's not in the like, hell yeah, we need to arm the guns. Whatever. We're not getting political here. Anyway, that's my story. It was really funny because the kid just looked us dead in the eye and said, no, I do not wish to participate in this class at all.
Can you describe this kid for us?
This beautiful baby boy.
Does he have greasy hair? Has he washed the sweatshirt that he wears in the last month?
What's the grease to person ratio?
All right, ready? Let's do the RIT checklist. Greasy hair, doesn't shower, a lot of dandruff.
I didn't get a good look at him, Andy. I'm not picking apart him.
I want to think about it.
You don't look at people? Jeez, Donnie.
I'm interested in the RIT checklist.
Yeah,
dude.
Where's a bathrobe?
Pajama pants.
Anime t-shirt.
Anime sweatshirt.
Undertale.
Yeah, come on.
Have I told you guys about the guy
class.
that I see all the time wearing the Yes t-shirt?
You mean Sans?
No.
Yeah, the blue T-shirt is also a skeleton. Sorry,
Lucas,
who is it? I'm literally shaking.
I see this dude on campus all the time wearing this t-shirt. I swear he wears it every single day. And it's just of the album cover for Yes of Fragile. You know, the one that's got Roundabout, the meme song.
Yes, JoJo, of course.
But every time I see him, he's just wearing the Yes shirt, and I really want to ask him if he has other shirts or if he just has a bunch of Yes shirts.
Ask him if it's just a JoJo reference.
No, dude. Honestly, I wish I could be a cartoon character. I want to
So
wear.
You never had to change.
I want to wear the same outfit every single day.
Wait, who would you be, Richard or Mortimer?
Richard.
Okay.
Ricardo or Morticia.
No, you can't say that word, Donnie.
Rico or Mortis.
If you could have any anime character come to the real world, who would it be? Serious, not joke answers
Serious,
only.
not joke answers.
Well, this is
Minecraft
sort of in the vein.
Steve.
We kind of talked about. What did we talk about? The cardboard cutouts we talked about last week. It's the same vein of question. And
But, well,
I don't know any anime characters. Like
It's
the
not-
only anime I've ever watched is the Pokemon anime.
This
So I
wasn't-
guess like Ash from Pokemon or Scooby Doo.
Did you think I put real answers,
Donnie,
not
SpongeBob?
really serious, no jokes, because I want it to be serious and no jokes? No, the anime character I want is the Shockmaster. The
Who's the
Shockmaster from wrestling. It's great. He's a guy who, in like old like. I forget exactly what league of wrestling, but he was introduced by breaking through a
League of
wall,
Their Own.
wearing a sparkled stormtrooper helmet and a and a furry what is it, vest. But when he runs through the wall, he trips over and the helmet falls off, and everyone just starts booing. And then he puts it back on quickly and just starts screaming, and you can't hear anything he's saying. And he's a legend in the wrestling community.
Fred Ottoman is his name.
Yeah, that's the one.
I have a
That's
question.
why I was saying that. You shouldn't have to talk about anime. Okay, the joke's over now. No one else is gonna answer now.
No, I have a question.
Oh, okay.
Scooby Doo would be mine.
No, no, shut up. Let me ask a question. Hold on. Is a very goofy movie anime or not?
Yes.
All right,
It's Western anime.
then I want the fat kid. No, the stoner kid from that movie. One of Max's best friends.
Yeah,
I
the
want
guy
that-
who cheesed.
Yeah, the one. who
Max's love
cheeses.
interest looks exactly like my sister.
Question:
Wait,
Does
what?
anime?
Hold on.
Have
Yeah.
you- look it up. It looks like my sister.
Does Up count as an anime?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna be Russell.
Western animation.
Russell.
No, what's your answer? Do you have? Oh, you did
I
say
said Scooby Doo.
Sam, how's Minecraft going? Give us a Minecraft update.
All right, no, I can see it. I can see it.
Looks like my sister.
Yeah, no, I see it. I get it.
Sam, Minecraft. Give us the scoop.
I would never make that connection if
Okay,
you didn't
so
say it.
I spent the last 25 hours playing, just mining quartz ore for my church I'm building.
Okay.
I still have about another 25
A
hours
man
more
of
to go,
Christ.
so
Alright,
I
alright.
messed up.
Sam, I should just cheat it in for you.
Where's the fun in that? Where's the thrill of the kill?
Quartz blocks, please.
Are you using 4chan or are you just going solo?
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Like do
get
you have
quartz.
4chan on your pics or like?
Oh,
Oh,
just
I
going
I
for-
thought you said, are
Like
you using
4chan?
4chan?
Oh no.
I was so confused. I was like, are you getting a team of 4chan people to help you mine quartz?
Oh, please don't put my server on 4chan.
I'm using Fortune 3.
Oh. It's still taking you that long.
Grinded.
Sam, you're mental.
To go, yeah.
The grind never stops.
Yeah,
Student athlete.
We should do
Get the fuck out of
we should do an Oi gaming live stream where we just live stream Sam playing Minecraft 24/7.
So speaking of
yeah.
student athletes,
Actual legitimate. Oh, okay.
so Casey Neistat put out a video that was about why he wakes up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And basically his reasoning is because then I can have time in the morning where no one else is up and I can get work done. And it makes sense because he goes to bed at 11 or so, and then he gets 6-ish hours of sleep and then wakes up. So it's really not that early because it's just he's not staying up till 1 a.m. But one of the top comments on that video is what's gonna be in 5 years from now? What are highly motivated people gonna step up and do? Because right now, people are oh, I only get 3 hours of sleep because I just gotta work 21 hours a day. So I'm wondering if 5 years from now, people are gonna wake up 3 hours before they go to sleep. I thought that was funny.
Well, that's so. One of my roommates kind of does that. What he'll do is he said he was going to try it. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it, but he's going to try the Uberman sleep schedule.
That sounds familiar.
Which
What
is
is
where
it?
you take 6 20-minute naps throughout the course of the day. Or no, what is it? I think they're 30-minute naps. I don't remember. But basically,
The Da Vinci sleep schedule type thing? Yeah.
yeah, you nap for 20 minutes and then you're up for what,
3
3
hours?
hours, and then you nap again, then you're up for 3 hours, you nap again, you're up for 3 hours.
Fuck that.
So you get
Yeah, Kramer tried
get-
doing that in Seinfeld, Andy.
Yeah.
you know
get,
what happened?
20 hours of awake time, which is fantastic. But it's
But then you're running on 4 hours of sleep, and not even. You're running on
exactly
half
but
hour
it
an hour
takes
of
like
sleep.
a month for your body to get used to it, and in that month, you're basically just you can't do anything. Your
useless.
body's
Do you know
just-
what? Do you know what
terrible.
happened when Kramer tried that in Seinfeld? He fell asleep while having sex with a woman, and the woman then called the mob, which she was friends with, and dumped him in the Hudson River.
Do you want that to happen to you? I don't think so.
That's okay. No, but
Wake up, America.
I mean,
America.
just sleep at night, people. I mean, if you want to wake up
Yeah.
early, go to bed earlier.
Yeah, what I've started
Don't
doing
try to be
is
weird about it. That's just stupid to me.
for 3 days of the week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I try to get 6 hours of sleep. I shoot for 6 hours of sleep because I know I can take a nap after class, like 1.
We have an important
just-
update.
Yeah, but I always just go for the same amount of sleep. Because then I'm on the same schedule no matter what day it is.
That makes sense.
You know, if I wake up some mornings and I'm like, fuck it, I want to go back to bed, I'll probably sleep for another hour.
You mean every morning?
Can we talk
No,
about
not
the
usually.
fact that we heard Andreas turn his computer volume up, and he's said nothing so far?
Jace, you got anything to say?
It's not 420 anymore.
This is so sad.
That's unfortunate.
You guys ruined it.
Oh, Americans, I have some terrible news.
Sorry, people in not my time zone. It's no longer 4:20 in the morning.
See, speaking of,
I love that he's
Yes,
still on the
it's-
American sleep
yeah.
schedule.
Speaking
timing.
of stupid ass sleep schedules, let me fuck. And he's an idiot. I love it.
I love him.
Sometimes, like honestly, there are times where he'll message us, and I think about like what time it is where he is, and I'm like, dude, no one should ever be awake at like 3:45 in the morning,
He's like a
messaging us-
professional doing like
messaging
professional work
us
too.
like stupid memes. It's like, dude, what time do you have to
Yeah.
be at work? And he's like 6. He's like, I'm just not gonna sleep today.
I love how like I'll wake up sometimes at like 6 in the morning and see I'd be like, oh, Andreas sent us a message overnight, and I look at it and I'm like, hold on, this is a 4chan post that he posted at 4:45 in the morning.
Yeah, his
Why?
his time.
Not ours.
Yeah. His time.
We're
And I'm like-
convoluting where he's from.
Yeah.
I love it. It's so good. He's an idiot.
He's a classic meme. I don't think he's ever gonna actually participate for real in the in the
No.
podcast, which I'm kind of okay with.
Well,
It's just
he
gonna be
said he
whale
would tone
noises.
it down if he actually did it.
Yeah, but him toned down is still him coming into the podcast only
Depends-
to say that it's 420.
It depends pain really for him.
No, it's
he
not
said
420.
it's not 420. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no,
come
but
on,
he
man.
came into the podcast to say it's 420, but you
And
guys
then we
kept
were-
talking, so he didn't get the chance.
I don't think I've ever heard someone that heartbroken in a while.
It's not 420 anymore.
Last time I heard someone that heartbroken, I was at my friend's house when I was like 8, and he's like, "Oh, mom's home. She's gonna make pizza rolls," and then he comes downstairs with belt marks.
All right, so
No,
that's
you
it for the
don't.
Oi podcast. Sorry for the short episode
I'm
this
kidding,
week.
that's not a
It's
real
a no
story.
from me, Chief.
So fun
How to
fact,
make things.
Donich talks about himself in third person a lot.
Yeah, he was at his own house. He didn't have any friends over, and
Yeah,
he just
he was
thought
at
he was
his
gonna
own
make
house.
pizza rolls.
My
And
imaginary
he was
friends
talking
had
to
friends
them.
over though.
Yeah, he was
What are
talking
their
to his
names?
imaginary friends, and his parents are like, "No, stop that! Smack. It's gonna turn out weird."
Yeah, and now I'm on a podcast.
That no one listens to.
No,
for me. Hey,
you listen
so-
to it when you edit it.
So,
No, I don't.
No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
that's-
He just
oh, never
finds
mind, no one listens to it.
the beginning and the end. I listen to it when it comes out, so I remember what I said, and so that way I don't repeat stories like
so
a freaking
you
toothbrush.
say it again.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Max, did you have something you're gonna segue to? Oi, the podcast with segues.
No, I didn't.
I
Oh.
was
You can't put
going
me on
to.
the spot with a segue. What the fuck?
Oh,
What the
okay.
fuck?
I got a
I
good
was going
segue.
to.
So
Okay.
segues. So she'll segways were invented in New Hampshire, right? But you know where they're used? They're used a lot in Disneyland. The people go around and they ride around and pick up trash. Speaking of Disneyland, I was watching Defunct
I'm
Land.
gonna
this
kill
weekend.
you.
Hey, there it is.
I knew that's where you were
That-
going as soon as you said segue.
That wasn't.
Um,
That wasn't a segue.
That wasn't what I was gonna
That was
go
really
for.
clunky,
We're talking
but
about
okay.
it now. Okay.
um,
Speaking of segues,
Yeah,
and
so-
corporations, Michael Mouse. There it
so
is.
it's weird that this weekend. So it's weird to me that we all watched Defunct Land, like we all watched it,
But we never talked about it.
and we've
wasn't-
never talked about it, and none of us knew anyone else watched it till I brought it up once, and we were all like, "Oh my god, you all
I watched
that?"
all his videos.
seemed,
Yeah.
it
Which
seemed
is
a little
funny
bit
because
odd
we-
to bring up.
Yeah, we usually bring like things up though that we've been getting into like randomly.
There'll be some stuff that's established we all like, and some stuff that like each of us like individually will bring up on our own. Me and Noah like some individual stuff, like you guys like your own individual stuff that makes us unique. But like with that, we just kind of figured these guys probably won't like it.
Yeah, I just
No, we all
genuinely
do.
didn't think you guys would have an interest in watching it.
I love
So
video essays so much.
I never sent it. Well, everyone loves the video essays, but like well put together ones. But like, cause like you're not gonna, like there's Sideways, but I doubt you're gonna watch a Sideways video. But like that's video essays. So like with Defunct Land, I was like, you're probably not interested in like this, like
The
this
war
guy
on
talking
Disney.
about like
shitty
amusement
taxi
park
ride.
lines. Yeah.
He's just calling Eisner a dickhead.
Max, if
Well-
it's about Disney, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, no, true. Andy does like his Disney.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I just think it's a really cool concept because I've always wondered like what happens to amusement park rides because like they get changed out every so often.
Yeah, all this stuff in Epcot is crazy to me.
Yeah. How
I was just
Epcot-
still there.
Well, and how Epcot's not anything like Walt imagined it. There's supposed to be
No.
like
Yeah.
26 countries.
Yeah.
There's only 13 now.
Well, it's supposed
And,
to literally be an experimental prototype city of tomorrow.
It was supposed to be the city of tomorrow, and there's only one like future land in it, and it's
Mhm.
like basically half abandoned now.
Well, it wasn't meant
They're
to be.
basically just Michael Jackson now.
It wasn't meant to be an amusement park of any kind. It was meant
Yeah.
to be a functioning city.
Yeah.
And then it was
Yeah.
like, and it was basically like, if we build a city from the ground up, planning everything from the beginning, then we can have a city that's much more functional than something like fucking Boston, because
It's
Boston
like the
is
Truman
Yeah.
Show.
ridiculous,
It's like the Truman Show, except it's not just like one giant jape on this one dude.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how much how complicated Futureland really was because of the whole the Tomorrowland whatever of how it constantly
Yeah.
changes and how that was a problem. I thought
Well,
that
you
was
know-
really interesting.
So that kind of reminds me though, because Disney opens up new parks all the time,
Yeah.
and it's kind of cool to see every new park. They just fix everything they messed up in the old ones. Like
Even
in,
if they're like commercial failures.
Kind of
Yeah.
wholesome.
well, yeah, like
Yeah.
Euro Disney. I think they
Commercial
did a
failure.
wonderful job with that because they fixed all the stuff they got wrong in Magic Kingdom in Florida, because this was built, I want to say, after Florida.
It was the
Yeah.
Florida Project.
Florida was the second one, but I want to say it was the one built right after Florida. I mean,
Yeah, it was because Disney Sea is the newest one, which is in Japan.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of cool because I
Euro
see videos
Disney
of all
that
these
then
new parks.
became Disneyland Paris because they realized Euro Disney was a stupid name for
No,
something.
no.
in Europe.
I know. I'm pretty sure it is Euro Disney now. I'm pretty sure it used to be Disneyland Paris.
No, it was Euro Disney, but then they realized that Euro is a thing that Americans use to talk about things that are in Europe, but
yeah,
this thing
you're
is
right.
actually just in Europe, so why would we call it Euro Disney?
Yeah, it's like that kid who dressed weird in my math class last year that I referred to as Euro trash all the time. I'm not kidding. He looked like Euro
Love that
trash. He
term
looked like
so
he was
much.
unironically into like hardcore techno dance music.
Dude, that's sick. I want to be friends with him.
No, you don't.
I know.
I also didn't
This is the kid who
realize.
didn't show up to lecture at all, and who would just show up for the tests.
Of course.
And
He's
then
one of
be
those
confused why he fails.
Yeah, it
He
was
did
not my
alright.
fault.
See, there's a kid in front of me that I can't stand in one of my classes where he's just on his laptop the entire class. So he pulls out his laptop when he gets there. He starts just doing stuff that's not the notes or anything. And then he pulls out a cheeseburger and fries and starts eating it. And it upsets me.
Those people piss me
Because-
off solely because I get hungry in class because I
Well-
smell it.
Well, that's the thing, is it's right after I eat, so I smell it and I'm like, "Ugh, I just ate.
There was this kid who used to eat like Korean food right behind me in my history class last year. I would just get so hungry because it was right around lunchtime, and it.
Yeah, that sounds more complicated than just bringing a sandwich in. That sounds like entire like work of like setting something up.
Yeah.
Okay, but how
funny.
do people have the confidence to just literally pull out a cheeseburger and fries in the middle of a lecture?
Because they have no
Like,
they have no
it's-
awareness or like care for other
I
people.
think it's
Yeah.
less
But it's-
confidence and
but it's-
more they just don't care, or they're emotionless, or they're ignorant.
Yeah,
You were
just
gonna
like, I
say,
don't know,
Max.
like that's so weird to me. I would never be able to do that. And also, like, even the thought process behind that, it's like you couldn't wait till after the lecture, in between classes. Like you had to get it and then bring it into your lecture, and then wait a few minutes and do stuff on your
Sometimes-
laptop, and then bring it out and then start eating it.
It really do
Yeah.
be like that. You gotta get hungry.
It really do
sometimes.
be like that.
Well, yeah, because
Really
I've like always had classes like every semester I've had a class that's like right when I get hungry for lunch. But you know what I do? I just plan around it. You bring a snack in between classes, a little
Yeah, that's
granola
smart.
bar.
See, a lot of time I just won't eat sometimes. If I'm too busy, I just won't eat, and I'm like, that means I can eat more for dinner.
Yeah.
Or you could be
Either
like
eat a lot
me and
better.
just not eat.
Yeah, I would say I just don't eat generally. I eat like
I-
maybe two
so-
meals a day.
You know, that's what I
Maybe.
can't. That's what I really hated about work this summer. Is because that's one thing I would always do. I was too lazy to pack myself food, but I like food and I eat a lot of food. So,
It's 'cause
I
you're
would
a
just,
fat,
like-
smelly midget. Sorry.
Big
Yeah, duh.
stinky.
I enjoy the He is
So I would
stinky.
just like
I can
make
smell
my
it from here.
food like 2 hours into the workday, and then have nothing to eat for the next like 6 hours.
See, I would keep a bag of snacks on me just going between jobs all the time. And I just would never have, like, I would never finish the snacks. I just had this endless bag of snacks.
Huh.
Yeah.
Really do be like.
I understand pulling out a granola bar or something during class, but like I just like just a burger. That's just insane to me.
Something you
Yeah.
can eat
Well-
in the course of 30 seconds that's
Well,
packaged is
well,
very
yeah.
different than prepared food. Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
with
that's
a
what I
really
used-
crinkly wrapper,
used
you
to
know?
Yeah.
I used to bring the peanut butter. I used to bring peanut butter crackers class because I had like 4 classes that lined up perfectly in one day from like 10 a.m. to like 3 p.m. And there was no way I was
What
gonna
I-
get along without
What
food.
I like to do is I have these little caramel candies, and I keep them in my back pocket with all the lint, and I bring them out and I open them as loud as I possibly can, and then I pop one in my mouth and smack it against my teeth for about 5 minutes, and I don't even make any progress on it because it never touches my tongue. I just kind of rattle it around in my skull for a while, and then I
You just
just
shake your head vigorously so it hits both of your just hits both sides of your jaw.
And and then when I'm done with it, I don't even like the flavor. When I'm
You
done with
spit
it,
at
I
the
take the
professor.
person's water bottle next to me, I open it up and I spit it in there.
See, Max, that's why instead of eating the caramel candies, you eat the lint in your back pocket.
You eat the little red
Well, that-
candies
you didn't
in the
let me
strawberry
finish.
wrapper.
You didn't let me finish. Once I'm
I
done,
know
I
what
need
you're talking
to
about,
clean
Lucas.
my mouth out. So I take the lint, I put it on my pencil eraser, and I start brushing my
Floss.
teeth.
Plus,
See, because my teeth are clean because I use enough toothpaste, not like Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps. Wait, the podcast where we hate Michael Phelps, not because
And we love
not because of
toothpaste.
anything he's done, but we
that's what gets
He doesn't
Duke
enough-
Ellington.
Duke Ellington. speaking of Duke Ellington.
No,
Wait. Duke Ellington, music. No, it's not album of the week time yet. They'll be in a second.
Duke Ellington, art, drawing. I
But,
need to
so-
explain something. So you might be seeing funny little pictures of funny little creature men, and they're each individual traits.
Don't talk about Andy like that.
Hey, I was about to say that, Max. I don't want you taking my thoughts.
We're a few episodes in, and none of us have clarified who's who.
I'm Jesus.
Which is really great. Yeah. So you might notice that is a caricature of the Christ. So
Last Supper.
let me explain who's who. In the middle there.
No,
With
go
the
left
glasses.
from right. That'll make it.
Yeah, go left to right.
I was thinking of who's in the recording now. So the funny little man with the squinted eyes and the hat. That's Sam.
That's racist.
I'd asked everyone what their opinion was, and you all said you should make him look like that.
Yeah, but you
keeping his
you
eyes-
didn't explicitly
you
say
drew it,
squinty
So I
eyed.
commissioned him, but you drew it, so. All right, so the dirty Asian. no, but yeah, that's Sam on the left with the hat. The little funny goblin with the with the shirt.
Wow, the goblin. I wonder who that's gonna be.
That's Andy with the pointed expression and the little the cowlick. That's the most intricate detail.
I'm not sure if you can tell, but my chin is sticking out right now. I'm trying to mimic it.
I don't know if you can hear the aura I'm giving off. So
you can hear the anger.
I cut my pop filter with my chin.
the funny little man with the big brows, Hawaiian shirt, and the hair that is Noah. There
That's
he
me.
is. In the center is big boy himself, Max, with his signature V-neck and hair.
Me, big boy.
And
I haven't
also
worn a
glasses.
V-neck in
Hey
years.
guys, I'm
You
Max.
wore
If
one
you didn't
once,
notice,
and I
guys,
need-
pulled down my shirt so that way it looks like I have a V-neck.
Wait, Lucas, did you put sunglasses in his V?
Yeah, of course.
Aw, Mr. Peanut Butter.
No, I'm wearing glasses. I don't need sunglasses. in
I
my
love
V.
that episode of Mr. Peanut
Just
Butter.
in
goes,
case, the
"But you can't put
prescription."
sunglasses there if you don't have a V-neck," and he just puts the sunglasses on his normal shirt. And
Sorry,
Mr. Peanut Butter goes, "Oh."
Sorry, I wanted to make a different shirt, so I didn't just make a bunch of like bare bones basic storytime animated characters all wearing the same T-shirt, going, "Hey guys, welcome to my rant. So here's why I hate feminism and gaming kind of characters, that kind of shit." Because they all look like that. They didn't. Right next to him, giving him a pat on the back is Andreas with the big boy glasses.
Ambiguous
Right there.
European guy.
Next to him, doing the funny point in the jacket, is me. You can tell it's me because I made him look the most tired and gave him the worst facial hair because I don't care how I draw myself, but I feel very awkward drawing other people. But I could draw myself like dying, and I'd be
Can you-
concerned about everyone else is the thing.
Okay, if you'd make it easier if you put a sombrero on your head.
It'd be easier
Yeah,
if I put a
Despacito.
neon sign put in my skull that said "Dirty Rat Mexican Gringo."
Gringo.
Also, you don't know this obviously, but in our Discord server where we record, everyone's name is Lucas or a variation on Lucas. So
But
Lucas
all
is
of the roles are related to Andy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Besides
everyone's
my
related.
dad's name.
So there's like groups in Discord, and one of them is taller than Andy, which is just pretty much everyone but Andy, except for
And also Alex and Sam.
Well,
because
Alex and Sam are in a group called Not As Gay As Andy,
speaking
and then Andy's
of
in a
Alex,
group just called
Called Lucas's
just
dad.
Lucas's
We're
dad.
not disclosing information.
It's so funny. And then
Um,
all of our names are the same thing. So like one so Lucas's is just Lucas in all capitals.
No. It's Lucas.
Mine is
Because Sam's is just Lucas.
mine is Jukas. Donnie's is Wukas. Andreas's is Lucas no Spanish. Alex's is Bookish or
With the
Bucas.
Red B at Torch.
Yeah, the red B. And then Chuck's is Lucas's smacked ass.
Is the
I
part of the
There's-
podcast,
there's
but
lore
he's
behind
in the
that.
Discord
Lore
anyway.
Well, so
It's
so
so
obviously no
good.
one's gonna get that because one day Chuck just said, "Smack my ass and call me Lucas,"
And I
Yeah.
lost it. It's been a joke ever since. And
Yeah, and
Andy's
then,
just burrito Lucas.
And then our friend Jonathan is Lucas with lupus.
Oh, that was Jonathan. Okay.
Yeah, it's Jonathan.
No, but it
So
makes
that's
it
a Madison
horribly
voice.
confusing because someone will join the Discord server and then you have to be like, Andy? And they're like, no.
No, it's Lucas.
I just
It was worse before when everyone was named after me because basically all of you were like,
Andy with some sort of
Like,
punctuation.
with
at
this,
the
Yeah.
end.
with this one, we
Yeah.
changed it to variation, but I just put a period at the end of Andy.
well, yeah, because for three of you, there was Andy
Not
with
Andy.
there was
No,
Andy
it
with
was
a
not Andy.
period.
It was
Yeah,
not
sorry.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
not
it was-
Andy with a period, not Andy with a question mark, not Andy without anything, and then there was
Not-
definitely not as gay as
Yeah.
Andy, which was Alex.
Yeah, I was not period Andy period. with my
Yeah,
caps,
it
I
was
think.
getting. I
It was
finally
horrible.
figured out who was who once we changed it to Lucas.
Hey, so I'm still talking about the picture.
No,
the last
no.
one is Alex. I never said that. Yeah, the angry boy because he is angry. That's Alex, and that's all I wanted to say. So there they are. You know now, and if you
I
don't,
think
that's your
like in the pictures, like you definitely captured Max and I's level of facial hair pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh, Andreas is back. What's up, man? It's
420
not
anymore.
420.
Okay, guys.
This episode of the Oi podcast has been sponsored by Frankie McDonald.
special guest Frankie McDonald.
Wait, can we start the podcast with a Frankie McDonald weather forecast so we know whether to expect lightning?
With a
on the
different
podcast?
like obscure like
Um,
YouTube channel like intro, like we'll do a shoe nice intro one time, and then we'll just do Ray Sipe doing the roar for another one.
Before we get too far away from the drawings.
But yeah, you said something about caricatures, and then Andreas died.
I was
so
talking
what
about the
No,
facial.
real quickly. We'll say that in a second. But to see more drawings and stupid drawings of us, check out Lucas's Instagram
Yeah,
because he's been doing
it. I said it already.
he's been doing Inktober.
And I need to do it some more because I've had midterms, but I'll
Yeah.
do it. I want to.
So he's been
I
just
want
like
to.
drawing us and stupid things. It's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Everyone's dying and dumb or dying. And it's
we
really
mentioned
good.
we mentioned it last week, but just a
You
reminder.
know
Mhm.
how I really do.
Anyway, Donnie.
I was just saying that I think Lucas very well captured Max and I's facial hair because like I grow a beard in a week,
Yeah.
and Max is pretty much the same. But like the way it comes in on us, I think he got it like I don't know,
know
'cause he
how-
drew lines for me, but spots for Max. I don't know. It just looks like it does.
I
You
know how little
Because I
bits and
keep-
pieces of people.
Because I
look.
don't ever grow it out because I don't have
Yeah,
I don't have enough hair on the cheeks. I can't pull it off. So it's just
yeah.
it's a neck beard and a chin beard and a half.
But if you
I
look
just
closely,
shaved
you
off
can
my
see the
mustache.
little pedo stash I put on myself because that's all I can grow.
The restraining order.
Just
TM.
restraining order.
I
Hello.
just-
For some reason, I either grow hair on my chin or,
Or on your balls.
like
but
on
not
the
both at the same
sides.
time.
But it
It's one
doesn't
or the
connect.
other.
Okay,
no,
what is that like? What do I liken it to? Like a Play-Doh thing? Like you push it in one hole and it comes out another. So you like.
Okay, remember that time at lunch I put that question on Reddit and I was like, "Hey, I want somebody to poop through one of
The
those
crust-
Play-Doh things so
The-
it's shaped like spaghetti."
the shit crusted ass crack subreddit.
Oh yeah,
I
Oh,
remember that.
that one.
That was like sophomore year of high
Boy.
school.
What a year.
So young.
so young, so young.
But yeah, I
innocent.
just shaved off my mustache because I grew a beard out for like 3
Oh, you
weeks.
just shaved it off?
Yeah, I shaved it off when I got home from class.
Well, that's good because it was weird when I first saw you. I was like, "There's something weird about this," but I
Mhm.
don't know what. And then I realized it was the stash, and I was like, "Oh,
I was yeah.
interesting."
Yeah, Donnie, how long are you keeping the stash?
The stash is gone now.
Oh, it's gone.
That's what I literally just said.
That's how
Oh,
long
I'm sorry.
you were
I was
keeping
singing
it.
Steely Dan. I wasn't paying attention. Someone said so young, so I had to say so fine, so young. Tell me I'm the only one because Steely Dan.
Tell me
That
Live at the
Sounds
Beacon
I'm
Theater
young.
this Saturday
I got
night
my hair.
only.
I got a
Um,
haircut
One
and
Sisters
shaved.
featuring Bernard Purdy on the Purdy Shuffle.
You
Take
should
that,
you
flip
should bring
tarts.
back the stash from November.
I'm gonna no, so I think the beard will definitely stay. Like I'm gonna grow out the full beard again. I'll go lumberjack Donnie for the winter. And then I think in the spring I'll definitely go Stash.
Dude, you gotta do Movember and go sign up for a thing, and then just like get people to donate money.
Smile for men's
Do the
prostates.
Do it. My cousin does it, and he has a horrible mustache. It looks so creepy. It's so bad.
Maybe I would if I wasn't going home for Thanksgiving. I didn't want my parents to disown me if they saw what I looked like.
No, but then but then when they ask you about your mustache, you just go smile for my asshole. And you just
It's
fuck
better
it up
than
and
the
you say it
joking I
wrong.
had in high school, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
My asshole's smiling.
Is yours? It will be. Come here.
So,
Okay.
so speaking of Steely Dan and Bernard Purdy, I think I'm gonna do my music stuff right now.
Yeah, do it.
So back to what I was saying about earlier with the Duke Ellington transition. I found
Very
out
good.
so I was listening to my Queen cassette, Hot Space, which on side 2 of it, there's a song called Las Palabras de Amor, the words of love in English. But at one point in the song, they say Despacito, mi amor. Queen
Hell
wrote
yeah.
Despacito.
Hell yeah.
That upsets
Hell
me.
yeah.
Fuck you, Louis
Hell
Fonsi.
yeah. Hell yeah.
I was listening to it the other night and I was like, holy shit, Despacito.
That means I could sing Despacito in the Queen movie.
So that means that Despacito is actually Despacito too?
Yeah. No, they can't sing in the Queen movie. Wait. Because I think the Queen movie goes up to, it's either Live Aid or Wembley that is when the final presentation
It's
or
also
performance is.
Despacito, so they wouldn't sing it.
Shh.
You don't
anyway.
know that.
Anyway, back to Bernard Purdy. I'm going to do my recommendation, which is actually a double whammy. A twofer, if you will. So, a couple weeks ago, almost a month ago now, it'll be like a month ago once this podcast episode comes up, Nate Smith released an album called Pocket Change. Really good. Nate Smith is a drummer. He played on the Fearless Flyers with Wolfpack, and those guys.
You
it was
mean
really
with the
good.
Fearless Flyers?
With the Fearless Flyers, like it was a Wolfpack project.
Yeah, Wolf Records.
Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Wolf Records project. Anyway, so that was really good, and that's an album. It's 11 songs, and it's literally just Nate Smith drumming, and it's a really cool album. It's just really refreshing.
Good.
Like I don't have any specifics, I don't think, to pick out because they're all just really good because Nate Smith's a phenomenal drummer. Look him up, obviously. And then today, I listened to Bernard Purdy's solo album, Soul Drums. And so, like, it's not just him drumming, but the main feature of it is him drumming. And it's really good because Bernard Purdy's like God, if you guys didn't know. Did you guys know he's on the Hair musical these days?
Really?
Yeah, on Broadway.
I don't know that.
So
Yeah.
my album of the week is I want to just tell a quick story related to an album.
Mm-hmm.
So, Andy actually just got Random Access Memories on vinyl from the record store
Oof.
near them.
Beautiful.
And
Yeah.
I'm jealous because back in 2013, when that album was coming out, on Amazon you could pre-order the vinyl. And I really wanted it. And it would be like my first vinyl. I never owned anything. So I was like, I really wanted it, and I went and I couldn't use I couldn't use a credit card at that time. And like I didn't have my own that I could use or anything.
14.
So-
we Barbarino.
So I go over to my dad. I'm like, "Hey, can I order this?" And he's like, "Oh, like I've never heard of this band. Like, what is it?" And I'm like, "Excuse me." They're great. And so I showed him.
Funky robot, man.
I showed him a few songs, and he literally told me, like, "Ugh, why would they waste vinyl on that music?" And I was heartbroken, and I was like, "Well, that was shitty of you to say. That's that's horrible." So then a few months later, album's actually released, and then it wins like fucking 8 Grammys, and is like one of the most. I don't know how many Grammys did it win. I can't remember.
I know it was.
Look it up.
It was
You're on a
number
computer.
1 on like.
Everything.
I looked at the other day. It was number 1 in like half the countries. It's insane,
It was-
and it deserves it. It's a beautiful album. Like, there's no
Not-
song that I wouldn't listen to on that album.
Okay, but here's the thing. If you go on rateyourmusic.com, which I do sometimes, people shit on Random Access Memory so much. They're like, well, it wasn't as good as Alive 2007
I think
and
a lot of people do that. Just
Discovery.
popular. I'm not gonna lie. I see a bunch of that on like any thread where people like shut down people who talk about like even just Pink Floyd because like, oh, you only like it.
Yeah.
Well, you only own the shirt, the album cover.
Yeah, you only own, yeah.
Yeah, it won. So yeah, it went on to win 3 Grammys and Best Album of the Year. And I wanted to buy it on vinyl, and he was like, "Nah, why would they waste material on that?" I'm like, "Well, fuck you."
That's like saying, why would they waste material on Michael Jackson? I mean, like at the time,
It
they were
was.
both like, I don't know how to say it. You know, like at
I
the
get what
time,
you're
like,
saying. They're
yeah.
out there. They're different.
yeah, they're different. You know, then people have discovered that Michael Jackson's a god, and people have also discovered that Daft Punk's are.
People
the
knew
two
Michael Jackson was a
French
god though since he was 11.
Yeah,
Like, 'cause, you
But,
know.
yeah,
family
so
band.
that's my quick story
He converted
complaining for
religions
today.
as a god.
Yeah.
No, but you know, Max, I gotta show you the sleeve.
Yeah.
The sleeve's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, on the inside of it, when you fold it open, it's just black, but then there's a see-through I can't think of that.
Some type of piano.
Yeah, no, I think it's a it's a piano. But
I don't know if it's an organ or
well, it's a dual layer, but it's not an organ because it's electric. I can't even think of the word.
organs are electric.
Well, no, but it's small.
No, you're not thinking of a pipe organ.
Yeah,
You're thinking of a pipe
I'm not
organ, like
thinking
an
of
electric, like a Hammond
Yeah.
electric organ.
Yeah, I'd have to look at it more because it's like upside down.
Yeah.
But like the coolest thing is one thing it came with digital downloads, which I'm psyched about.
Yeah.
But there's a lyric book, and on the front cover and the back cover, it has like the blueprints of their helmets,
Oh, that's
and it's
Yeah.
amazing.
I
It's-
remember because you and I went to the record store and got dinner afterwards, Andy, and I was back at my house. I was in my roommate's room because I got the Knack album, Get the Knack, because he really wanted to listen to My Sharona for some reason that day. And so I went up to his Knack. So I went up to his room. I'm like, hey John, pop this in your record player. And so while we were doing that, Andy runs into my house. Is like, yo, I gotta flex on you guys.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
all right.
good.
Well, with Andy flexing and with us talking about,
Before we go,
That stuff
Sam, can we get a
too much.
Minecraft update finale?
oh yeah,
Yeah, Andy just cheated in 2,000 quartz blocks for me, so that saved me.
That's 25 hours.
That's
not
cheating.
wasted.
You know, Sam's like
He
the only
said
person
she
that
did.
really plays, and I said, Sam, you want me to do it? And he said no, and I was like, all right. And then he changed his mind, and I was like, all right.
still
And then
cheating.
he bought it,
Anyway,
and
so
now
with
he's
that, I leave you
climbing
with the
the Bible.
question of, with this burrito that is the Oi podcast, would you like it
Yeah, that's
toasted,
my name.
and would you like it cut in half?
Is the cheese inside or out?
Cheese is already in it.
Ooh, you mean a quesarito?
Shut
We're
the
not supposed
fuck
to
up,
answer the
Andy.
question. It's a hypothetical.
Yeah, it is.
All right, we're done.